Jays win. That's my opening word today. Mystery. Jays win. I was texting you last night and I said, wasn't that fucking awesome? We were watching at my daughter had hockey in Barrie, little practice before her few games coming up, and one guy had a flip. Well, I don't know what it's called, but a Samsung flip phone. So you got like two phones, a screen. So we watched the first inning while our daughters. Well, we didn't really watch our daughters play hockey. We were watching the. Oh, KJ is on and Mystery is on a Saturday, and the Jays win. So we're watching, I was just telling Mystery, we're watching, and everybody else listening, we're watching the Jays on a guy's flip phone. Now, you imagine in '93 when the Jays were in the last championship series. I don't know if I'm going to call it the World Series anymore. Excuse me, KJ, jeepers, I was getting emotional. I said 32 years ago we were not watching a Jays game on a flip phone. Fast forward to last night at my daughter's hockey, a few of us were watching the Jays game on a flip phone. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, going into it, I'm thinking, fuck the Jays. I hope they don't get down like 7-0 in the first inning and the game's over and the fans shit. Seeing that you paid $2,500 for a 500 level seat. So I don't know. Mister, you were probably down there, were you? You got to like give us a little secret and tell us you were down there at the Jays game. I don't know. If I had Jays tickets, and I'm not lying, I would tell you the fucking truth. I would sell them. I would put them on StubHub and get the whatever you want, $2,000, $3,000, and go on a nice trip. Like, why would you? I don't know. I mean, if you're in the 500 level, you're basically watching the big screen anyways. But so anyways, get back. First inning, yes, they struck out Otami, like a 22-year-old savage pitcher. I think it's his sixth game ever pitching in the major leagues. And he strikes out the number one $70 million a year player. So anyways, it was, we watched the first inning and there was no score. And then I think they had a couple on base too, but they did not cash in. It might have been I forget the first. But anyways, got home. My wife actually watched most of the fucking game, which was amazing. I don't know what she was doing, but she was watching the game. Now, remember I said a late start, 8:00. She went to bed before the end. Oh, who's texting me? Oh, Mystery. I don't want to read it. It could be dirty. Mystery, what do you want me to read? Hold on, I gotta read it. Oh, no, I'm not gonna read that. That was I seen that online this morning. But anyways, I'm watching and my kids are upstairs, a couple of them, and guess what? Strikeout! Fucking, I think it was like 13 strikeouts. My one daughter said, Dad, would you stop that? But I had it in me. I had to go, strike! Fuck, they were striking out everybody, the pitchers, and it was great. So now, touch wood, hopefully they keep going. I don't know, like, as a Jays fan and a logical thinker, I don't think they're going to do that every game, but like I said, I'm surprised they had it in them. As you can tell from my excited voice. Mystery says kid makes $57,000 and he struck out the richest player. Well, it doesn't matter. He will get a good contract. I'm not sure he'll get that much. And don't underestimate Otami. Like he hit a home run. And as Schneider said this morning, I don't even watch highlights anymore. I just watch on my phone on Facebook. But he said, "Good job. He hit a home run when it didn't really matter in the game." And Barter hit a friggin' grand slam. Awesome game. They play tonight. Now, luckily it's 7:00, a little earlier. My daughter has a game in Stouffville, so we will be driving back, and I will get to see that game Saturday. What could be better on a Saturday night than watching the Blue Jays play? So it should bring Canada together, be awesome. It was an awesome win, but I don't expect it every game. The Dodgers are not in the World Series because they're crap. Let's put it that way. So one more time, KJ. Jays win. BC girl is texting me. I brought that. Oh, sorry. Episode 260 on October 25th, 2025. Only 5 minutes in, I have to say that because I was so excited about the Jays winning. And, So BC Girls texted me the last time, and she says Jays when the Jays were playing the last game of Seattle. I haven't texted or talked to BC Girl that much. I've been busy. I'm sure she's been busy, and maybe she's getting prepared for a marriage one of these days. I doubt it. No, Mystery, come on now. It said I thought it would hold on. Mystery, I need you here for my not secretary, but my co-host. And let's see, Jay's schedule. I thought I heard last night they said 7 o'clock. You are right, 8 o'clock. So I guess I will be home in time to see the game. I know they said 8 o'clock all the time, and then they said we were watching the opening last night because they said 8:08 start. So we're watching at my daughter's game, and they have we luckily we didn't have sound on because I don't know what all those people in the white robes were doing, singing away or something. I guess they were singing the national anthem. I'm glad we didn't have that on. And so yeah, we'll be home. So BC girl texts me when we're watching the Seattle game, and she says Jays suck. And then that was when they're down 3-1. Next thing you know, Springer hits that home run. They're up 4-3. She says Seattle sucks. I said yes, BC girl. So just because BC lives close to Seattle, a lot of BC people are on the fence, either cheer for Seattle or the Jays. But I think there's more Jays fans in Vancouver than there is Seattle fans. But great game. I have down on my schedule here. Fucking awesome. I did that. So the night before I had my first, there was a board hearing. I can't tell you a lot of stuff because it's with the board. I'll get in trouble. So, anyways, we were there all day and lawyers and just different stuff. And believe me, I'm learning. KJ said it was really good. There you go. Well, no shit, KJ. Were you watching with the whole family? Like, come on. And today is the day we got to shut the calves off a calf, but the calves are together in the same pen. We got to cut them off grain, cut them off water. The opening ceremonies was good. I'm sure it was. I have no interest in just let's get going. And Mystery, what did you think of the opening ceremonies? KJ said it was really good, and she's got 287 hearts. So I mean, she's better than you, Mystery, now because they had to cut you off and break. Why wouldn't they cut KJ off Podbean? They cut you off Podbean. But anyways, so today's the day. Miss Brown says cut the calves off, feed and water twice a day, and just hay and get that baby fat off them, get them ready for the Royal. Mister will be down there for the Royal. He'll be guiding people in and give my daughter shit and say, listen, I know you're a field house, but just get her done, okay? She will be more nervous than nervous. She was nervous at Barrie. She gets these red cheeks and she gets really nervous, but fortunately, when she gets nervous, she does a really good job. So first year, she'll be nervous. Whatever. We got to get the calves ready. I gave her estimate the other day, get her in heat, so she doesn't have a heat for the Royal. KJ and Mystery know all about that. And got to get my beef cow. I have that down too. Got to get my beef cows bred for the second fucking time, which really, 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 really sucks when you're not trying to make money at beef farming. You just do it for fun and enjoyment and mental health. And when you breed 5 cows and 4 come open, it's not a good herd. Let's put it that way. So, but the fortunate thing is, if they get this is their last chance. So if they do not get bred, not getting calf this time, fortunately for me, I will cash in those 4 cows. But you would think out of a 4, and the Swacker, the hammer set them up, that you might have 1 in calf. So out of 5, I had 1 for 5, and hopefully 1 or 2 more getting calf. So I'll have at least 3, and I can ship out a couple because I'm getting too many. The fact that I don't want to be a full-time beef farmer. It's just a hobby. So Mystery, you can come over and get some calves if you want to. So cows. I had watching in the house with the kids. Yes, I watched. I think no, they all went to bed. So I was gonna say it's Friday night, but they're not that interested. My younger daughter that does the hi-ya, she liked watching it. So I'll get back to my meeting in a minute, but getting cold. Holy crap. It was +2 this morning when you woke up. You're almost to the point. You'll take what? He says you'll take my beef cows? Well, they're, for 5,000 a piece, I think they're worth too. So you can put one up at the cottage in the summertime. They can eat the grass around your cottage. They got water in the lake. It'd be perfect. What was I talking? Oh yeah, so it's getting cold. +2. It's supposed to be -4. That's tomorrow morning in Bradford, Ontario, 1.5 hours north of Toronto. I had to do my introduction. I skip. I got a sporadic brain, so I skip ahead. So we're sitting around our board hearing there yesterday, and I have to do my introduction. My introduction, I will give you the update, is a lot better than it used to be. I say my name. I don't say Chicken Man because they're all Chicken Man in there. I say Director for District 1, Bradford, Ontario. Or sorry, Director for District 1. I farm my family near Bradford, Ontario. That's how I introduce myself. As everybody else has their little different introductions. Most of the time, I'm sure the people don't really care who you are. It's just your introduction. Just get it done. It's a quick. You go around. There's like 11 people. Actually, more than that. There's like 15 people around there. So everybody's introducing. It's not like you're going to remember everybody. So you just do a quick introduction. My name, board director for District 1, farming my family near Bradford, Ontario. So, and like I said, it's getting cold. So I got to get talking to my wife and say we got to bring those garden hoses in because we had a garden hose out the south side for my daughter's garden, and of course the one year I did not bring it in and she froze. And plumber Scott, who listens sometimes, sorry, he always listens, but he listens sometimes live, says, oh, he goes, what did you do? We didn't shut the water off and it freezes, and guess what, in the spring when you need to get unthaw, so that's what happens. You need some walk-up music to your introductory speech. I am pretty sure I don't do the board to have my phone sitting there and do a walk-ups. What would I do for walk-up music, Mystery? Like would do like my wedding. We did like it was Nickelback. I forget. Balls out, all in, balls out. That's what we had. Should have that maybe. I don't know. Or do the do 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 do. That would be even better and funnier. I'm board director for anyways. Yeah, so get your water hose, get your garden hoses in the warm, shut the water off outside, and don't have anything freezing. Shouldn't be too bad for outside, but if you got water sitting outside, just bring the garden hoses in, shut off the water outside. It'll save you money and time in the summer. Well, Mystery, what are you saying? I'm too sexy. That would be your the thing with I'm stuttering. The thing with the Jays too, when you go down there, you don't hear it on the TV, but almost every Jays player, and probably I think every Jays player has their own walk up music. So my son and I was looking back. I think we went down June 19th to a game. So from June till now, I cannot. 4 months later, I cannot remember what every single Blue Jays player had for walk up music. And Mystery, do they do when a visitor is in another stadium, do they do walk up music for them, or it's just when they're at home? I'm assuming it's just when they're at home. So, yes. So, yeah, board meeting, introductions, had our hearing. Interesting. Then we did a succession meeting just with us. And basically, it's when they say we got to have a caucus, that means you discuss. I was explaining to my wife what a caucus is. So you having a meeting and said there any questions. Well, so then you have a caucus with your board and you discuss which questions you are going to ask, because you don't want to ask a question that gives away too much information. So you send those people out of the room and you have a caucus to discuss, and you say that means good, that means that question's good, or that question's good. Very interesting. We're the jury and the judge on this hearing, so it's kind of cool. And then we had succession meeting, and they said, say what your plans are in the future. And it was my first. I'm getting more comfortable with the board. So I said, well, I've been here 6 months, and I don't like any of you, and I don't think I'm going to run again. And everybody laughed. So it was pretty good. So no, I'm planning on. I mean, if you're in 6 months, you're hopefully when you start on a board or something, you're there for a bit longer. Now, there's no guarantee. You have to do a good job and get the support of your district, because those are the farmers that elect you to the board. So you do have to do a good job and have confidence in them for them to vote you in again. And there's no guarantees you'll get in again. There's no guarantees someone won't run against you like they did last time, and that person might still run against me again. Who knows? Last night, my daughter had hockey practice, and what they do nowadays with the girls in hockey, I'm sure boys too, they have different color shirts for different lines. So the one line has yellow shirts, the one forward line has red shirts. All the defense have black shirts on, so I guess you can tell the difference between all of them. What's the other one? Blue. So there's blue, red, yellow for the forwards, and then all black for the defense. So my daughter comes, mystery. He said, no, fuck them. I wasn't looking at the KJ, you're very quiet today. What are you doing? You're not doing work today, KJ. But so my daughter comes out with a yellow shirt because the coach did hint that she might play forward. So I'm thinking, I told you the last episode that if she wants to stay on forward, she got to go out there and give her best and try like hell. Not that she doesn't on defense, but she's got to score a few goals on forward if she gets there. So next thing you know, she walks out and she has a yellow jersey. I'm like, holy shit, she's going to play forward. And then all of a sudden, I'm talking to a couple of dads, and I said, "Where did my daughter go?" And I was looking around because she didn't have the yellow forward on. You can tell pretty. I can tell pretty quick who my daughter is. I'm looking. I'm like, she doesn't. So look around, look around. She's got a black jersey on again. So they switched. So I said, I didn't know what the hell was happening. So I guess she's not playing forward next game. So after the practice, I said to my daughter, what happened? She said, well, the coach said in the dressing room that I was going to play forward. And then he got out in the ice and he said, no, I changed my mind. And next game, the next weekend, she'll play forward. So they have a game today, a game tomorrow, and a game on Tuesday. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's like the cows getting bred. Hopefully, the girls get a win because I have been a jinx, as another dad pointed out. I have been a jinx for my team, my daughter's team, because they have not won since I've been going. But that is not going to deter me from going because they better fucking win one of these games because they got a good team and they're going to win. Mister, are you texting? Oh, no, KJ's texting me something too. What does it say? KJ is texting me dirty, dirty stuff. What would she said? KJ, I'm going to read this. What would be a good wake up song for a 50? Well, I'm 52, but a 51-year-old chicken farmer. So that's a fun one. The perfect wake up song for a 51-year-old chicken farmer should be catchy, confident, and maybe have a touch of humor or country charm. Here are a few ideas from different vibes. Chicken Fried from Zach Brown Band. Oh, there you go. Thank God I'm a country boy. Man, I feel like a chicken. What the hell's that one? That's okay. The chicken dance. See, there you go. Maybe I'll just stick with the chicken dance. Confident class, sharp dressed men, back in black, born to be wild, bad to the bone. There you go. Anyways, we can go on and on and on. Holy crap, KJ. Anyways, thanks for your feedback. Walk up. There you go. Chat GTP. I'm not that tech guy. I don't like this AI stuff. It scares me a little bit. But thanks for listening, you two. Guess what's gonna happen tonight? Go Jays, go! Hold on, I gotta get the. Where's my secretary? Jeepers creepers. Jays. What do you think the Jays are gonna do, Mystery, tonight? Like, who knows? It's kind of. I had them. I'm not gonna lie. I had them losing. And I was very worried they might lose the whole fucking get swept because who knows? And they won big time. So I'm thinking it's going to be close tonight and hopefully they win. But you know what Seattle did last series? They won the first two games and then Jays won. So I would rather have the Jays lose tonight and win the series than win again and lose this series. So I don't know what's going to happen, but who knows? Negative, Nelly. I'm not negative. I'm just being realistic. I'd rather have them lose tonight and win this series. Of course, I'd rather have them win the whole game. But one thing they are surprising the shit out of everybody this year. And who knows? They got it in them. I'm just saying. Thanks for listening, Mystery and KJ Live. And Jays what? The Jays are going to play good. Okay, talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow.